Welcome everybody to a tier list video. Here's how it works. We are going to have 3 different tiers: a cheap tier, affordable tier, and an expensive tier. Every single tier is going to have a bronze medal, a silver medal, and a gold medal. It is very self-explanatory, so sit back and enjoy the video. As well, make sure to check me out on Twitch. We stream 5 days a week at 11 AM UK time. The links will be in the description. Well, no better way to start the tier list series for FIFA 23 with none other but Premier League strikers. Alright lads, let's get into the video. So let's just start off straight away, let's get into it, alright? So for the bronze in the cheap tier, so the cheapest hidden gem if you will, that I have gone for, taking home bronze is going to be Darwin Nunez. He's got his move to Liverpool, he looks brilliant, he's got 89 pace, which I believe is plus 5 pace or even plus 6 pace compared to his FIFA 22 card, but not only that, he looks actually really solid. He kind of looks like a really budget Erling Haaland if you will. Now my only issue with this card, and I do think you'd probably be in the silver, maybe even the gold tier for the cheap tier, is the fact that he's 3-star. The fact he's 3-star, in my opinion, can be in the way, but I think this will be a brilliant, absolutely brilliant game week 1, game week 2, maybe game week 3 type of FUT champ striker. You could definitely get a couple weeks use out of this card to start your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team. With this card, you're definitely going to want to try and abuse the back post headers, try to do those early crosses, get it to his header at home, and as well at the beginning of all new FIFA games, the gameplay is a lot slower. Alright, it is a lot slower in the sense it rewards slower gameplay, possession style gameplay, slow build up play, because no one's really discovered the meta yet. If it's going to be the first couple weeks of the game, no one's really discovered the meta as of yet, so everyone will be learning, everyone will be playing slower, therefore the Darwin Nunez card could most definitely benefit you. Now going on to the silver medal for the cheap tier, it is going to be the man himself. He's got to move to Newcastle, shout out to all the Newcastle fans, and it is going to be Isak. Alright, now although he's got a -2 from his card last year, he has 4-star skill moves with 5-star weak foot. Although on paper Darwin Nunez looks a lot better, the 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot that Isak does have, for me, it just honestly put him and I say the difference between bronze and silver, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I would much rather have Isak in my starting team compared to Darwin Nunez. Not to say Darwin Nunez is bad, but in my opinion, Isak for 5-star weak foot at the beginning of the game, any point of the year, 5-star weak foot's amazing, but at the beginning of the game, it is even better. You'll probably want to get maybe a hunter, maybe an engine on this Isak card, and you'll have a very good starting striker and a very unpredictable striker in the box with that 5-star weak foot. Now then, who takes home gold? You're probably all wondering, you're probably thinking, who have they gone for? Now I have gone for, and I don't know if everyone will get this right, because he is a new boy on the block playing for Wolverhampton Wanderers, a little bit of an under the radar signing for Wolves as well, but that is going to be Guedes taking home gold. In my opinion, this card, it looks like the dream cheap week 1, week 2 starting striker, or you may not necessarily be watching this video in week 1 or week 2 of the game. But if you're watching it later on and you're just starting up, you're looking for a cheap striker, Guedes is going to be your man. He's got some good pace, some solid dribbling, some solid shooting, but most importantly, he's 4-star, which is perfect. He is 5'10" or 5'11", I believe, so he's not too tall that he's going to feel clunky on the ball, but he is not too short that he will not be able to win any headers in the air. I think this card would work really well in a 2-striker formation. You could pair him up with someone else, maybe a smaller, agile striker, so you do have that versatility, someone that can dribble a lot. Play it to Guedes, who can be your target man. Not saying Guedes cannot dribble, not saying Guedes is not fast, which in my opinion makes this card so good. Alright, and you could even play him as a cam in game if you want, a centre forward, a right wing, left wing, assuming you start him as a striker because that's his main position, and with this FIFA you need him to start in the main position, but nothing's stopping you from moving him around in game. In my opinion, the best cheap Premier League striker. So heading on over to the affordable tier. Now with this one, it is honestly probably the best bang for your buck in my opinion, the affordable tier. Players that are not too expensive, but also players that are better than all of the players I've just mentioned in the cheap tier. So maybe you've got 20, 30, maybe 50, 60,000 coins to work with. You don't have hundreds of thousands of coins, you're not on a very small budget like 10k or under, this is a perfect tier for you. Now in third place, taking home the bronze medal, it is going to be Richarlison Richarlison. I think Richarlison has always been one of those players that is very, very solid in game. 4-star skill moves with a 5-star weak foot, okay pace, okay shooting, okay dribbling, very solid, but once again, the 4-star, 5-star for me just seals it with this card. In my opinion, he is like a much better version of Isak, which is exactly why Isak is in the cheap tier. I do think Richarlison is just kind of a level above Isak, if you will. Therefore, we're going to give him bronze in the cheap tier. He's always been one of those players that you will see in lots of starting teams as well. Very, very, very good card. Basically, the last 3 FIFAs, or 2 FIFAs anyway, that I have used him and experienced this card. He's got the good combination of good dribbling and very tall as well. So he's strong, but he can also dribble really well, which can be quite rare with players, because you'll see quite often the taller players will more likely be a little bit heavier, but no, not for Richarlison. And as well, a 5-star weak foot, same with Isak, very unpredictable in the box. Now this one. Now, second place, taking home silver. I was stuck between silver and gold. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It was very close. I was sitting there a while, and it was one stat that made me edge towards the player I chose for gold over Aubameyang, and you guys will see that shortly. Now, Aubameyang taking home silver, not as fast as he used to be, but he's still fast nonetheless. Some brilliant shooting, which is a highlight of this card. 6'2" as well, which you cannot complain. You can definitely win some headers in the air. The only issue with this card, lads, is 74 stamina. Alright, if you go into extra time, he will need to be subbed off. In fact, even if you make it to the 75th, 80th minute, Aubameyang will be gassed, especially compared to the rest of your team, assuming the rest of your team has all got 80 plus stamina, that is. So the only thing you got to be wary with this Aubameyang is that 74 stamina, but once again, probably an engine on this card to give him that +5 pace. Gets a passing boost as well, which isn't incredibly necessary for a striker, but it most importantly gives him that balance and agility boost. I think his balance is only 67 or 68, which by no means is great at all, but he's a fast, getting behind, pacey striker, most importantly with some brilliant shooting. And I think the mixture of being fast, 4-star, 4-star, good shooting is why I put him in second, why he is this high in the affordable tier, right? Because some people could be debating that he should be third under Richarlison, but the only reason I do not have him first, and as I said before, is because of the 74 stamina. He will get a little bit tired, which leads me in to the affordable tier, the gold medal. And now, as an Arsenal fan, this player makes me happy, and it is none other than Gabriel Jesus. Now, the one thing that I was stuck on was Jesus is 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Aubameyang is 4-star, 4-star. But Jesus has got like 83 stamina, 82 stamina, which is a significant difference compared to the 74. So you kind of have to prioritize between Jesus and Aubameyang and what you value more. Sure, Aubameyang's phase cards look a little bit better, but I do think Jesus, obviously, he is missing that 1-star weak foot, which Aubameyang has, 4-star, 4-star, compared to 4-star, 3-star. But I looked into the stats, looked in depth. Obviously, the stamina is not an issue for Jesus, but Jesus has got 91 agility. He is going the left stick dribbling with his card, 5'9", 91 agility, I believe a unique body type, where he might even have a lean body type, which means if his card is going to feel silky, he's going to feel fast, his shooting is more than respectable, his dribbling is going to be, as I said, absolutely incredible. We all know every single year almost, Gabriel Jesus is used a lot in these starter squads, and as I said, it was close between him and Aubameyang, but I'm going to give a gold medal to Gabriel Jesus. Now, in third place, taking home the bronze in the most elite tier possible, is going to be the man himself, Diogo Jota. Now, although he is a centre forward, according to FUT, his secondary position is a striker, so you can position modify him to a striker, which is a newly addition that EA have added, that players can only play in their main position or secondary positions. Now, according to FUTbin, he does not have a secondary position though, so hopefully FUT is correct, and I know he's played striker in real life for Liverpool, so it should be all good, and hopefully Diogo Jota can indeed play at striker. If he cannot play at striker, worst case, you'll play him as a centre forward and move him up in game. Anyway, nonetheless, striker is going to be the best position for this card. He's 4-star skill moves with a 5-star weak foot. He's got the pace, he's got the very, very, very nice shooting. Some very good dribbling considering his body build as well. His height crossed with his body build. He's got some good dribbling to back it up. Relatively strong as well, may I add. 77 physical, I believe it is. 77 physical for someone that moves as nice on the ball as Diogo Jota. In my opinion, makes this Premier League striker above the rest, right? Above the rest in the affordable tier, obviously the cheap tier. I'm going to give him the bronze in the expensive tier. And a price prediction for the beginning of the game, he will, in my opinion, at least be 80 to 90,000 coins at the minimum. It's hard to predict prices, especially this year. PlayStation and Xbox are sharing a market, but nonetheless, Diogo Jota is going to be very, very meta. And that leaves us with two more players, alright? Now, you guys have probably guessed who's in first, but we'll get to that in 1 second. First of all, who takes home the silver medal? It is no other than Erling Haaland. If you don't support City, you support another Premier League side, you're probably sick of hearing his name, and you're probably terrified for when Manchester City plays your favourite team. As an Arsenal fan, I know I am absolutely bricking it because this man is on fire, and although he's only 88 rated, he didn't get an upgrade from last FIFA, you can expect a lot of informs. He's rumoured to be getting a Player of the Month card. I'm not sure if a Player of the Month, maybe it's a bit too early, so EA will not release it, but who knows, it's EA's cool if they put Haaland Player of the Month into the game in game week 1, and if they do, then I mean, he is going to be ridiculous. He is 6'4", maybe 6'5" in game, I'm not sure, but either way, right, 6'4", he's got 91 shooting as a base stat, but not only that, lads, right, and I'm looking on my phone here because I forgot, but 89 pace for a 6'4", 91 shooting striker is absolutely ridiculous. And I know there's people going to be saying, but Davis, won't he be clunky? Yes, he will be clunky, but he'll be clunky in a good way. He's probably one of the strongest, in fact, he probably is the strongest striker in the game when it comes to actual strength, body build. He'll be able to easily shrug off the defenders just like in real life. As I mentioned earlier, when everyone is starting in the game, when you're playing other poor teams, when you're playing a game when people are not relatively inexperienced with FIFA at the beginning of every single year, before people start discovering the meta, clunky players, or quote-unquote clunky players, are always, in my opinion, meta and usable at the beginning. For example, Lukaku at Chelsea, in my opinion, last FIFA was amazing. Karim Benzema as well last season, or last FIFA, I should say, in FIFA 22. I did a Benzema review in FIFA 22 and he surprised me with how good he was. And because it rewards slower gameplay, as I said earlier, Erling Haaland will be your target man, alright? If you want to get into the player instructions, you can easily set him to a stay central target man. Maybe with Erling Haaland as well, you could play him. I think it'd benefit the most in maybe a 4-2-3-1 as a lone striker. Then you have the right cam, left cam, central cam, all just feeding Erling Haaland via balls. And that leaves us with one man who is taking home gold in the expensive tier, who is, in my opinion, the best Premier League striker going into FIFA 23. People call him the GOAT, and it is no other than Christopher Wood. Nah, I'm just kidding. I wish. We all know that is Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, although he does not look as good as he did last year, he's still got 5-star skill moves. He's still got 4-star weak foot. Most importantly, he's still got the Cristiano Ronaldo animations. He's got his heading animation. He's got his shooting animation. He's got his running animation. It is Cristiano Ronaldo at the end of the day. I think his stamina would be the only issue. Similar with Aubameyang, you may need to sub him off around the 75th or 80th minute, but he's still relatively fast with 81 pace. You may want to get a hunter on him or an engine to get that pace up a little bit, but still 92 shooting, 85 dribbling, 5-star, 4-star. What else do I have to say? It's Cristiano Ronaldo, in my opinion, will be at least 400 to 500,000 coins going into the game. Could be 1 million coins plus, once again, who knows with the market. So then lads, that will conclude me for today's video. We've gone through a cheap tier, we've gone through an affordable tier, and we have gone through an expensive tier. Let me know if you agree with the ratings, if you agree with the tier list, and some honorable mentions as well if you want to give them in the comments. If you've used some players, some cheap Premier League players who you have found very, very good, make sure to leave them in the comments, maybe as an honorable mention. And if I agree with some of your honorable mentions, I will heart your comment, maybe even pin your comment, and let me know what Premier League players position you want me to do another tier list video on. Do you want me to focus on wingers, left wings, right wings? Do you want me to focus on left wings / left mids in one, right wings, right mids in other? You guys get it. Which position do you want to see next? It's been your boy Davis. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Check me out on my socials in the description. Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, you name it. I've probably got it, except Instagram. I don't have Instagram. But nonetheless, I love you boys. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.